A U.S. research agency has uncovered a monumental shift in China's lending strategy. From 2000 to 2021, Chinese financial institutions have poured in a staggering $1.34 trillion into developing nations. More eye-catching has been its radical shift from traditional infrastructure investments to what's being called rescue lending. China's lending commitments peaked nearly at $136 billion in 2016. They remain substantial at around $80 billion in 2021 across 165 countries in around 21,000 projects. China's overseas financial support has undeniably won its allies across the developing world. However, it's also sparked criticism from the West and some recipient nations like Sri Lanka and Zambia, who find themselves burdened by the debt from Chinese-funded infrastructure projects. From the Maldives to Africa, the debt dynamics with China have captured the world's attention. China's lending patterns have created a top 10 list of debt-laden countries. Pakistan tops this list, followed by Angola, Mongolia, Laos, Venezuela, and the map on your screens also shows the top 10 nations buried under China's debt. Keeping pace with the rising debt to Chinese lenders are a corresponding increase in suspended or cancelled projects. With much lending going to financially challenged nations, Beijing is faced with the prospect of defaults. For instance, Zambia made history by restructuring $6.3 billion worth of debt, primarily owed to China's Export-Import Bank. And to tackle the default risk, Chinese policymakers have taken steps like reducing infrastructure loans while increasing emergency lending. In 2015, over 60% of China's loans were of infrastructure. By 2021, it was just above 30%, with emergency lending making up nearly 60%. And much of China's rescue lending is surpassing the US dollar in 2020. Overdue payments to Chinese lenders have also surged, but destinations of China's overseas lendings are undergoing a remarkable shift. Loan commitments to African countries fell from 31% in 2018 to a mere 12% in 2021. Meanwhile, lending to European countries nearly quadrupled, surging to 23%. In fact, according to a different data set, loan commitments to African countries plummeted to a 20-year low in 2022, indicating a fresh change in China's global financial strategy. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.